Okay, rather than paint, been busy for several weeks. Work got pretty hectic, and then as my attention does, it drifts. And then lately, been able to get my mind back in a place where I want to get on the minis. So, but rather than paint them, I decided to buy more stuff. But it's all for the greater good. So I got this Vallejo World War II paint set that they paired with Flames of War. It's got a good base for American paints, or base of American paints for American minis. And then I got this, the German camouflage set, also from Vallejo. Really good solid colors there as well. And then finally, Colors of War. Just some inspiration, color palettes, that kind of a thing. And then, I guess not finally, some flat brown, which doesn't come in any of the big sets that I was interested in getting. So, hoping to take this to the next level and do a bunch of painting. Motivation is a big problem. I haven't done any other work since then, but hoping the right kit will get me over the top. So we'll see. Okay, it's been a few weeks since actual painting, so some progress. I think one of the last things I did was flesh, doing the wash rather, the Agrex Earthshade wash for River Song here. And I didn't like how it turned out. And so what I did was took my Swiftwing Disciple from Chainmail, and I did the wash for him. And then he had already had the Sunny Skin Tone. River Song had the light flesh. It was a light flesh, but the Swiftwing Disciple I did with Sunny Skin Tone. And then I did the Agrex Earthshade wash with him, and then I highlighted him. And that seemed to work out okay. And I liked how that looked. Maybe work to be done on my technique, but it doesn't look so bad. And so I did the same thing for River Song. And she looks a whole lot better. The sort of like ghoulish texture, or color rather, of her skin, and the Agrex Earthshade, just being all over the place on her face. So let's get that in focus. That went away, so it looks pretty good. So I still need to work on her, obviously, and the Swiftwing Disciple, but I liked how the flesh turned out. Didn't turn out too bad. And then I just decided to start doing flesh on all of the assembled to date Warlord Games 28mm World War II figures for bolt action that I'm going to be using for Chain of Command. So I got flesh done on all of these guys, including this guy's hand under there. And then moved on to the American Paratroopers and did the boots, as you can see, with flat brown. And the flesh is all done with the Sunny Skin Tone. I like how that is looking. It's working for me. I've seen other colors, but this one's working for me so far, so I'm going to roll with it. We'll see how it goes. So I did the boots, skin, and then got to the helmet on a couple of these guys using, what was it, olive drab. I can't remember what color I used for it. Anyway, there's I think it's US olive drab. Sorry, can't find it. It's dark green. US green gray. I think it was the US dark green. Anyway, they're looking pretty cool, and I like how they're turning out. But then I still need to assemble some more, a lot more. Obviously, if I'm going to play Chain of Command, I need about 30 more Germans and about 20 more Americans. So we'll see when I can get that done. Okay, quick correction. The helmets were US olive drab, so 70887. Yeah, US olive drab, and that's a really good looking color. I did want to talk about the wet palette. So I learned how to create one of these from Uncle Adam. I'll share a link to the video that I got this from. But this is a homemade one, and you do it with paper towel and parchment paper for like baking. And it works really well, but it's taken me a couple of sessions to learn how to use it, and I'm still learning how to use it. It's really easy to get this too wet, and you want it to be damp, but not too wet. So if it's too wet, the paint just gets really runny and it goes everywhere. But there's a sweet spot, and man, when you find that sweet spot, the paint is just perfectly. It has the perfect consistency for getting where you want to. And some of these models, right? They have pretty hard to reach spots. It's like underneath here, around the back of the neck, that kind of a thing. Trying to get up under the helmet lid without it getting onto the face, that kind of a thing. And obviously you can see some spots where I've lost control of the brush. But once you get that consistency for the paint with this wet palette concept, not too wet, it just works really well. Anyway, wanted to mention that, and something I learned as well. Gonna have a lot to update on this week. So rather than work on painting, I bought more stuff. My interest is getting into Chain of Command quickly, and the 28 mil figs look great, and I'm going to keep working on them. They're useful for Chain of Command or for bolt action, obviously. That's where I got them from, but from Warlord Games. But I did want to get into Chain of Command quickly, and I figured I'd dive into these 15 mil figs because they're a 1-to-1 scale for the ground scale. They're 1-to-1. So that's kind of nice. You have just a consistency with the ground scale. And there's also an application to other games. Obviously Flames of War. These are Flames of War miniatures. But also with other games like I Ain't Been Shoutin' Mum and O Group, and Nuts, things like that. Other games that I want to try. So I'm going to be probably putting some of these, cutting some of these out and getting to work on them so I can play with them. I'll probably just play with a couple of, with a platoon of these, for Chain of Command while I paint other ones and continue to work on the 28 millimeter figs. But I got enough here to get going. I have a Panzer Grenadier Company. I only need a platoon of this for Chain of Command, and then also have a rifle company, U.S. rifle company. Again, I only need a platoon from this, and then just to save in shipping, you know, spend $100, get free shipping type of thing. I picked up these transports. These are going to be useful because I can either create the 10 or the 10 command for as a support element, optional support element for chain of command. So I'm excited to get working on these, certainly to get them cut out of their sprues, so I can start playing some chain of command pretty quickly, or nuts, one of those two games, and then paint another platoon on the side, and then maybe assemble some for a larger game like Company Size Game or Flames of War or something like that, and continue to work on the 20 mil and the rest of the figs. So we'll see how that goes. If anybody watching knows, I drift from hobby to hobby. So, but I'm pretty excited to get these figs out and start playing Chain of Command. Start actually playing the game, right? It's going to be motivation to swap out the unpainted figs with painted figs and so on and so forth. So hopefully we'll see some more actual paint on models as we go forward. Thanks for watching. Talk to you later.